Hey, it's Jo here, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at whether The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is transphobic. I hope you enjoy. I just want to clarify first that I don't hate Breath of the Wild. In fact, I think it's one of my favourite games. I've been replaying it recently in research for this video, and it still astounds me how amazing the open world is. Having played Assassin's Creed 4 and Assassin's Creed Rogue recently, the difference between their open worlds and Zelda's is stark. In Assassin's Creed, there's just a huge map with collectibles everywhere. You select them, go find them, and go on to the next thing. In Breath of the Wild, I've got a goal, but I'm finding things on my own. I'm actually exploring the world. It takes me back to when I was younger, and I still do it today, when I would go out in the woods and try and find things for myself. That could be anything from a cool tree to beehives, or even an abandoned quarry. Although I love Breath of the Wild, I have to admit it's not a perfect game, and that's what I'm going to be talking about today. So a slight spoiler warning if you haven't played Breath of the Wild yet. When you go to the Gerudo Desert, you find out that no men or Vo are allowed into Gerudo Town. You talk to someone named Benja, and he tells you that apparently a man's been able to get into Gerudo Town. When you ask around Karakar Bazaar, nobody knows about the man who's entered Gerudo Town. However, people mention a Hylian woman, or Vi, who's been seen on top of the inn. So you go to the top of the inn and you find the Hylian woman, Vilia. You ask her if she knows about this man who's entered Gerudo Town, and she says she doesn't know who it is. You're then given two options. You can either look at her face or squint at her suspiciously. You're then given two more options. You can either say she's beautiful, or you can accuse her of being a man. If you accuse her of being a man, she'll say that Link says the funniest things and the conversation will end. If you say she's beautiful, she'll sell you the Gerudo Vi outfit, and I've got to say, Link looks adorable in this. So what's the issue? Well, when she gives you the outfit, the wind blows her face covering away, revealing a 5 o'clock shadow. It seems Nintendo's idea for this character was to be a joke. Let's let Link stare at her face. Let's let Link accuse her of being a man. Let's give her a 5 o'clock shadow. In the book Breath of the Wild Creating a Champion, she's referred to with male pronouns. It seems Nintendo's idea for this character was to be a man pretending to be a woman. However, she never alludes to this in-game. She refers to herself as a woman, and if accused of being a man by Link, she denies it. It seems pretty safe to me to say that Vilia is a woman, and probably a trans woman from what we know. But is her depiction transphobic? I'd say so. There are plenty of men in the game who don't have stubble, yet they chose to give her stubble to undermine her femininity. This is Nintendo intentionally being transphobic. The idea that trans people are pretending or disguising themselves is troubling. We see this idea mirrored by transphobes who argue for bathroom bills. In these bills, people are forced to use the bathroom that corresponds to the gender they were assigned at birth. This would mean that trans women would be forced to use the men's bathrooms. These bills have been proposed in the US, and in the UK, Liz Truss, a government minister, has made a statement about protecting single-sex spaces. Although to many people this might not seem controversial, it's a known dog whistle used by transphobes. Since her statement, there have been calls from Marks & Spencer's, a UK store, to refuse trans women access to the women's changing rooms. They believe that refusing trans women access to these changing rooms is in line with Liz Truss's statement. They imply that by allowing trans women into women's changing rooms, they'll put cis women at risk from sexual predators, implying that trans women are sexual predators. However, the idea that trans women are a risk to cis women in changing rooms is just ridiculous. Despite Nintendo's portrayal of Vilia, I think we can reclaim her. She's a trans woman with stubble. Who cares? Maybe she has stubble because she doesn't have access to a razor. Maybe shaving gives her a rash. Or maybe she just doesn't care. Whatever reason, Vilia is still a woman. She is Vi. I hope you enjoyed this analysis. If you have any suggestions for topics in the future, just drop me a comment below. I hope you have a bodacious day. Take care. Peace.